Well, howdy, hey, welcome to my channel. I actually am just posting this because I found an awesome way to get over your anxieties. Everybody who knows me knows I hate going to the doctor. I hate it. I don't like taking pills. I get such high anxiety, it's just crazy. And because I work for FedEx, I have to go through DOT physicals, and the last one I went through, my blood pressure was way up there. And so I finally had to, bite the bullet and get in there and get some blood pressure medicine. So I was thinking to myself, how am I going to do this? How in the heck am I going to go in there without anxiety and everything? And then it dawned on me. Go to Pacific Northwest Gold Rushers YouTube channel. Start watching some of the videos. And go to your doctor's appointment, and it worked. Oh my God, I don't even hardly remember the doctor's appointment. And I was so stressed because of my blood pressure and everything, and I started watching the videos, and I was all nice and calm. Technically, in truth, I don't really remember much of the doctor's appointment, but hey, I got through it. I had no anxiety. I got my meds. And, the best part is, I don't have to worry about it again, because all I have to do for my blood pressure is take one tablet at least 1 hour before intimacy. Let me retract what I just said. Do not watch my videos while attending a doctor's appointment. It may not turn out the way you want it to. I need to go on and schedule another appointment. Thanks for watching. Well, howdy, hey, welcome back to Pacific Northwest Gold Rushers. I'm Jeff, amateur prospector, and this is Gold Rush 23. Well, I know, I said the summer season was over, but the weather, which was turning nasty, got pushed out again. So we're supposed to have a super nice day today. It's going to get hot right now. It's, a wee bit chilly side. But, so I decided to extend summer for one more week. My buddy Rich, Goldfinger, couldn't make it today. He has to work. So I decided that I'm going to come out and do one more run. Going to try not to do a lot of filming out here because I'm going to be taking it home, cleaning it up, and then I'm going to run the cons through the Dream Mat and then the Sawtooth. And then we're going to hopefully take a look at it, dry it up, and weigh it. So the reason why I'm kind of looking around here, the fish are spawning. There's traffic on the back roads heading upriver. We're just look like a freeway. There's definitely fish washed up because I can smell them, but occasionally you'll see them coming down, kind of bobbing. The salmon that have already spawned the last bit of their life, just kind of, there's one right there, down there. They just kind of just bob and swim. Beautiful morning though. Just as always, you guys know, as soon as that sun gets over that mountain, until it gets over there, temperature's going to kick up hard. Even yesterday it got a wee bit hot. Yeah, so there's definitely a dead fish around here somewhere because I can smell it. So anywho, last week when Goldfinger's lucky ass finger got us a couple huge nugs, I decided we were still on the pay even when we left. We just had to get home and get some stuff going. So I'm going to try to find it again. Well, I can find it, but I'm going to hope that it continues. So here's our reclamated spot. Now if you remember, the pay dirt went that way and also went that way. So I'm thinking to do a test pan to see how it's going. So I'm kind of thinking it's going to go probably from about here up around this moss rock. But we don't know until well, I don't know until we pan. And, you know, today's probably going to have to do a lot of test panning in between, because what happens here is you'll hit a pocket that's really good, and then it just kind of disappears. A lot of mine I try to show how I get down, and then I try to show the material of what we're chasing. Those the flat rocks all laying flat, pressed down, it tells you it hasn't been dug. If you start seeing rocks that should be this way that are that way, and so forth and vice versa, you know it's been dug at some time. It will replenish itself every year. That's why I also pay attention to the size of gold, how much it is, and whether or not that clay is still packing them in there. So this was a good spot last week. As much as I love my buddy Rich, we spend a lot of time talking and laughing. It's always fun to have him here. But I'm not going to pass up this opportunity of good weather, and it is already warm. I do see a guy fishing down there, which this river, I believe, is closed to fishing, but it might be open for catch and release. So, I'm actually going to sit for a second, soak up the peace and quiet. Then I'm going to get to it and see if I can find a couple big old nugs without Goldfinger's lucky finger. Let's get to it. Back in a bit. Well, alrighty. Well, so what I did have a little bit of sand this far up than I did farther that way, but I found the edge of where we stopped, and I pulled a few rocks. And again, the signs that you're looking for when you're pulling rocks is, you see this discoloration of mineralization, as well as here. That one has it. That's this stuff down here. You see that clay stuff here, as well as down in here, and it does continue all the way up to here. You see the starts of it there. I didn't want to go any deeper just so I could show you. See this stuff? That's clay. Ugh. The smallest rocks are the hardest to move. Come on. Now, see that stuff? That all should be good. So it was underneath that one rock. So as always, oh, there she comes. You got to test. Wow, it went from shade to blinding in about 30 seconds. All right, let's get this tested. Back in a bit. Alrighty, well, I got that done. Very good test pan for just the top layer. I counted 17 flakes, but 3, 6, 7, 8 of them are fairly visible. The rest of them are all microdots, which is what I'm looking for. So I don't even know if you're going to be able to see them. There's so much glare right now. The temperature's rising quick. Won't be long. Well, actually, I'll be able to take this off once I start digging. But goodness, got water on my stash. So I'm gonna get the keen set up, get my buckets ready, and that way all I have to do is classify some buckets and run them through the mighty keen wash plant. Good test pan. Like I said earlier, you don't want just microdots and you don't want just large. You want a good balance between them, and that's what I have. No rich, there's no Goldfinger nug yet, but we're gonna find it. Back in a bit. Howdy hey, alright. Finished up my second cleanup. Ooh, it got warm. But sun now is just going over, but I got everything all packed up. I went ahead and my first clean out was just the top layer, and I did not get another humongous nug like Goldfinger, like we did when Goldfinger was here. And you know, he's thinking right now, oh, it's all me. I was like, but no, somebody got one. So second cleanup, I'm going to show you this first. So again, you know, I'm not doing like Rich, but I got stars all over the place. I just started pulling this back. My glasses are fogging up. I can't see squat. Just a second here. I'm sweating my booty. Lots of garnets. Look at that. That's a nice flake there too. Now, the biggie that I'm going to show you here is just one I just... Oh, look at that. Oh my. That's a good size one too. I don't think it's quite Goldfinger nuggets, Goldfinger nug size. It's still good size. Lots of lead. Got some lead split shot here. Some nice size flakes as well as microdots. I'm doing this really fast. So as you can see, there's lots of smalls, lots of rocks, which is this video is going to drive Goldfinger nuts. And here's my first clean out. It had a lot of flakes, but no nugs. So we'll get that in there. But drum roll, please. What is that? Huh, Goldfinger? Goldfinger, what is that? What's that? Huh? Let's see if I can pick it up, because I already did. Ooh. Oh. What's that? Suck it, Goldfinger. Gold Rusher got his own. I love you, brother. So anyway, lots of rock. Now this was an interesting one. Let me kind of move this out of the way. So this was, you see this shale rock here? So I got down in there, and on that side of that boulder, the rocks are starting to become less compressed. So I just kind of went down and mopped up everything. I could have maybe hit the walls and got one more bucket, but in truth, I was running out of gas. I did splash water down on this because I kept pulling off slates of it, sheets of it. There was like two large ones, and in between them was clay. Well, silt or clay or whatever. So I made sure to splash each one down and try to get it. So it was actually tough digging today. It seems as we get up here on these higher digs, up into the old part, God, the rocks are just huge. Just in relative size, you know, a lot of ours yesterday, we had some like that, but most of them were like that size. And again, I keep my rocks close and stuff, so, and as well as the topsoil. So, okay, so now, I know it's afternoon. Yeah, it's already 1 o'clock, a little after 1, so I still got to get all that up, but I'm going to sit here and enjoy. I got to tell you, a drift boat, well, not a drift boat, raft. And the guy is actually a guide up in Alaska, which is pretty impressive because he's only in his early 20s. And him and a buddy came down, and the water's so silty, but they still had a couple strikes and had some fun, and that's awesome. So talked to them for a little bit, and then other than that, it's just a nice day right now. Now's when it gets really nice. As you can see, I'm in the shade right now, but boy, I'll tell you what, that sun right there, especially this morning when it just got over the hill, it's like turning on a heater, just blam. And I sweated my booty off. But it felt good. It felt good. It's good to get one more run in for this summer cleanup. I am going to go home. I'm going to do my normal cleanup with this stuff just because I ran so much. And then I'm going to take all those and run those through the Dream mat and then again through the Sawtooth mat. That's why I don't want to stay here for another 4 buckets. Besides, I don't want to push my back anymore. So we did good. I still got to, well, I did good. I believe I'm proud of myself. Gonna have to throw all the bigs in, the mediums, the gravels, and then the topsoil. And the only thing I can think of next time, maybe, is what's, you know, I already dug on that side of that moss-covered rock around like this. So that's already been dug. We did dig over there. We dug over here. I got another NUGS. I don't want to forget where this is. Not that it's easy to get those Goldfinger quality NUGS. But I'm thinking here, it's not going to be easy. But if I do a short dig or something, it would depend, at least see where this shale rock is going, because each layer had clay where it was cracked. So obviously it's been cracked for a long time. And it makes me wonder, like, what's under it. The problem is, the higher you get up here, the more sand there is. So that might be a good idea for high water digging. You know, as the winter comes and the water moves up a little bit, I can hopefully still get access here. So that's a good put in your memory one. Plus, I still have the trench. You can see now, I can still see it. That whole trench line seems to be producing. We just were chasing, and we chased yesterday, and so I just happened to get out of the trench to this older material. But that trench will still pay, all the way up. So, I'm going to take me a small little break, get my shirt to unstick to me, then we'll get home, clean this up. I'm going to oogle at that nug. Back in a bit, Cold West 23. Well, howdy, hey. All right, I made it home. I got the gold wheel set up. I already classified with the kitchen type strainer device. No nugs. And the reason why that one's not in there is I actually picked it up and put it in my snuffer bottle. So, what I'm going to do is, you can see how full my tailings are. I got enough for one more run. Then that's it. So I was thinking about what I'm going to do, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this cleanup, and I'm going to finish this video. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'm going to take all of those and set up my sluices, my sluice and the 2 mats, and see what my gold wheel missed. And then, yes, there's a then. Then I'm hoping to clean it all, fine clean it all up, get it in and let it dry out, and weigh it up. Extended weekend for summer. Definitely warm out right now. I sweated my booty off, which I probably needed. But we all know winter's coming, and this is just a fluke, and I am not missing an opportunity for a fluke. Who doesn't like a fluke when it comes in the positive? So, let me get feeding this. We'll be back when we see what we got. Cold Rush 23. Well, howdy, hey, all right. Well, I got it all done. Not bad. I probably, let's see, about 6 buckets. And I would have done maybe 1 or 2 more, except for that huge slate rock. I mean, that thing was huge. But I did get a nug. And you know, some of you want, you know, I hear comments and stuff, they're like, oh, that's not a nugget. I didn't say nugget. A nug. What a nug is for the Pacific Northwest gold rushers is a picker. If you can pick it up, that's a nug. Goldfinger, he is a lucky son of a gun. I'll tell you, the 4 largest flakes we've ever gotten in years has been with that son of a gun with me. I got to give him credit. He's a lucky son of a gun. But let me show you what it totaled as, and also there's my cons for September. Tomorrow I'm going to start a new video. I hope you guys understand. I don't want my videos to be 30, 40, 50, you know, unless you got a popcorn popper, then we'll run with it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. A good mixture of flakes, a lot of micro dots, a lot of, you know, smaller to medium sized flakes, and of course that nug. Let me show you. Alrighty, so that's it for this weekend, extended summer weekend, and it is a beautiful day. Not super hot right now. I'm in the shade, obviously, in my carport. Good day. It was a good day. It got hot really quick, but as soon as the sun went over behind the trees, it cooled off right away. I had a lot of fun. It was just one of those days. I just got no complaints, other than the fact that I didn't get 2 nugs. I'm going to be hearing that till the end from Goldfinger. But bottom line is, I want to thank you guys for watching. I gained a few more subscribers this week. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. People are starting to hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't hit it, hit that thumbs up. Also, still a lot of you are watching my videos and not subscribing. Hit that darn subscribe. It's free. I offered a 52-week special offer a couple weeks ago, and you guys still haven't hit it. It helps my channel. Leave a comment. I love the comments. I've actually used them. There's a lot of suggestions that come with them, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to try that. If you guys have different ideas of what I should do or try, I want to hear those too. If you disagree with me, I want to hear those too. I'll be perfectly happy to ignore you. No, I won't ignore you. I'll read them, and I usually respond. I've noticed a rapid decline in some videos and incline in others. I'm not sure why, but you know, by not having a lot of my regular ones that I look at, I'm also forced to look out there at some of the other ones, and I'm finding some pretty cool ones. I can definitely relate to them, and it's always neat to see it. If you yourself, whoever's watching, does YouTube videos for whatever your reason, whether just to share with local friends or this and that, if you leave a comment on my video, I promise you, everybody that leaves a comment, I go to their channel, and if they do videos, I subscribe. I think we should support one another. I did watch a video which actually I really enjoyed, and he had the comment section locked. I didn't even know you could do that. So I couldn't really communicate, but you know, maybe he's so new he doesn't understand it. I don't know. But I want to let all of you know I truly appreciate your support. I'm not looking forward to winter. I'm not. It was really wet for the last couple weeks for part of the week, but I just got blessed with a nice weekend. I told you before, I work for FedEx, so as the holiday season approaches, I'm going to get slammed. But I promise you this, the one thing that gets me through a tough week is a little daydreaming about finding that nug. See you next time. Actually, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hang in there. Find them nugs. Go Rush 23.